I said, hey, people, what's up? We are live tonight. Facebook kind of acting up, but however, they send me some notification, but they say you can still go live for now. So, people want to say thank you to everyone that's watching around the world today. We have um major artists, special comedian, big boy, filmmaker. Yeah, we got and others are coming on, and some are getting ready. So if you're watching this live, people, what I want you to do is just share the video because this is very much important. It's called Liberia Entertainers Forum. We bring gospel artists, filmmaker, comedian, producers, gospel artists, and so forth, and the rest. So, guys, just speak to the audience before we start our conversation.
Okay, you want everybody to go randomly, or you gonna
No,
select?
no, no. Just you just go around the table. Anybody that can come first, that's
o-
fine.
Okay, for those of you who just checking this out, my name is Mizanic. I'm a Liberian entertainer, or I would say international artist slash producer and songwriter. Um, I've been doing music for a while, but since I would say 2016, I've really been focused more on Afrobeat type music.
Mhm.
So the kind of music I do is hip hop, definitely colloquial rap. I may do some singing here and there, and that's what I've been up to. I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina.
That's good.
Hello, everyone. My name is Del Davis. I'm a film actor and a film producer. I live in New Jersey. Um, I've worked in Liberia. I've worked in Nigeria, and I've worked in the United States. And I'm excited to be on this forum where we talk about Liberian entertainment and we talk about happiness within our entertainment industry. So nice being here tonight, guys.
Welcome.
Yeah, what's up, everybody, man? Just on the hustle, bro. I was rushing to get on the show, so shout out, man, right here. I'm a music producer. I'm an artist, entrepreneur. I'm a lot of things, and I'm a diehard fan of Liberian entertainment and a diehard supporter. Like I've been doing it like all my life since I've been knowing myself. Yep, thank you.
That's good.
Well, I'm D. Curtis. I used to be a comedian, but now I'm an event host. There's no money in comedy, so I host an event. I occasionally write. No,
Yes.
on a serious note, let me be serious. Okay, let me be serious. My name is D. Curtis. I'm the CEO and founder of This Is Me, a platform that throw lights on personalities within Liberia.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also the CEO and founder of D. Curtis Entertainment, which comprises of music, comedy, and hosting, and are based in the US.
Okay. And I think we got everybody across the board now. And tonight we got a few things to talk about. Uh, Very important stuff that we got on the list. First, we're going to start with lifestyles. How can an entertainer have what kind of lifestyle should we live as an entertainer? Yeah, lifestyle got different means, how you carry yourself in all the different thing, what not to be in, and so forth. So we'll start with Mezanic to give his part.
Okay, lifestyle is very important. I'll just speak from my perspective because
Mhm.
I'm not gonna really be able to relate too much to a street dude like that's on the streets and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
for me as an artist and producer. I mean, I just feel like you could have a normal lifestyle. You have your wife and your kids, your family, and when you're not doing your music, that should be your focus. You don't have to be at every single function, especially in our small Liberian community,
Mm-hmm.
because the more you show your face out there, sometimes people don't respect you. Even performing, you want to always think about your lifestyle in the sense that you don't want to just perform at anything. Even if they're offering you money, some things are still not good to perform at if it doesn't fit the type of music you're trying to portray out there, but it's just offering you money. You might want to either recommend another artist, or if you have other artists you work with that might fit that thing. So those all encompass lifestyle.
Masonic, a point.
Mhm.
You got to define that part, break it down when they say you don't have to, although you're going to get paid, but you don't have to be the certain area. What are some of the things? Because that's what I want to know.
So basically, somebody could say, I want to book you to come perform at baby shower. I'll just say that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Maybe the song that you have is not for like a baby shower setting. And as an artist, when you make a song, like who your real target audience is. It's not gonna be everybody. Now, song gets popular a lot, but in a case like that, when you know that song you make not necessarily that baby shower audience per se,
Mm-hmm.
is more for like another crowd, you know, in a sense like that, then you have to just, and you don't want to turn people down in a harsh way, so you want to just have like your manager or have an agent that you work with to speak to them and be like, you know what, this occasion may not be what we want him to perform at, but we have another artist that's a younger artist, like maybe even a teenager, that and his song is more of a party feel that will relate to what y'all doing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So things like that may come up. So that's part of lifestyle. Dressing, of course, you want to always appear good in public, no matter what. That's why nowadays when y'all see me, my image, I try not to post too much pictures, but when I do post myself, I try to look decent because you never know who may be watching. So you always want to present yourself in a really good way. I don't want to be long-winded because the other guys got to go. But yeah.
Okay, for those of the people that are watching that just came on, we are talking about lifestyle as an entertainer in general, be it gospel, whatever. Curtis, we're coming to you. What are some of the things we have to do as an artist, your lifestyle?
Another Victor, this lifestyle, this that thing get broad, my man. It's like
Mm-hmm. That's
there's no corridor. The thing get wild. Like lifestyle, you just living it there.
mm-hmm.
Well,
Just
fake
tell
it
your
to
own.
make it.
Tell your own.
The lifestyle as an artist, you gotta fake it to make it. You don't go sweating, but you can see the sweat. I just say you rich, but you not rich.
Yeah.
Uh, Borrow people car, borrow people clothes, look nice, shoot your music video. I just say all the money for you, but you get nothing. Like, no, on a serious note. I will hit the secular and then I will hit the gospel.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Like Mizanic was saying, as an artist, you want to respect yourself. You want to respect your brand. You want to carry yourself. You want to add value to your brand. Adding value to your brand, meaning your image that you put out there, not being too accessible to the public, not everywhere, every little occasion they have going on, you're popping there, you're showing up. But there's a thin line between that and like bring people calling you proud because in our community, if you don't know how to walk that thin line, they will label you straight to say that man proud. So know how to mingle with the people, but at the same time, be able to stay away from them for them to miss you a little bit. The way I like to put it, I don't honor invitation, I honor bookings. Okay, if I'm not booked, It's not a guarantee I'm coming. All
Jesus.
right. So that's just me. If I'm not booked, I'm not
So
coming.
so 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 why if you have a friend having something, they still gotta book you?
It depends. And I'll tell all my friends know my business is business, business first. At the end of the day, if I get money to take care of my family, no friend will give me money to take care of my family. So right now, you better you got an event going on, you let me know. If I tell you yes, I'm free right now, and I get a booking come up, I'm taking my booking over whatever it is that invitation is. That's just me. That's how I run my life. If you say you're doing the same way, I understand. It's business. All right. Prime example, when they had the under Kenya Award, I
Hmm.
was ready to go. I bought my VIP ticket and everything, but then I got booked for Canada. I flying to Canada for free and going to make money at the same time. I went for that and I didn't show up over there. So for me, that's it. Business booking before anything else. So yeah, you want to make sure you carry yourself well. Stay away from scandals. I know in our community there's negativity sells, but it won't sell too much. So stay away from any type of scandal as much as you can. Stay away from the negativity within the community. Stay ground, master your craft. Carry yourself with respect. When the people call your name, you want to make sure that there's something positive that comes with it. That's just general.
Okay.
Gospel artists will go a whole different that plus more. You gotta live what you sing. You gotta be real to yourself. Don't be fake. Don't be holy when when everybody watching, and then when people watching, you're not holy anymore. They don't be laughing before get there. Start laughing.
Okay, all right. Charlemagne, what is your take? What lifestyle when it comes to entertainer artists?
As an entertainer, for me personally, I like people, but when it comes to business, I like business being business. Because too much friendship when it comes to business and you in everybody party, everybody faces every time. It don't add no value to you as an artist. So for me, even if I'm not putting up anything, music right now, or all those kind of things, I always want for people to, wonder who this dude is. You know what I mean? Except people that know me personally. You know, as an artist, your lifestyle, you should not be as accessible to your fans at any time. It don't add no value to you because nobody eager to see you. People might see you on a flyer, they will see you on a poster, they will see you on TV, they will see you on music video. But once they cannot access you and let's say easily, it gave that value. So we all making music, we all write, we all sing, and we all still doing some stuff. One of these days when you have one of your song you know blowing up and creating attention for you, people will want to see you. But if you in everybody visit, people will be like, "But I don't get time for that man, man. I'm one passing here every day. All that man can be here, man. Oh, the man, you know what I mean? Like, oh, that you, but did that you every time you all the party there, right? She is, you know what I mean? Like, you literally don't have no value added to you. So, as an artist, number one, respect yourself. Number two, don't be the one to respond to everything somebody get to say. Jesus came to this world. The reason why he has so much people believing in him right now, not everything that somebody said about Jesus, he responded. So it's better you listen more and talk less. People who listen more and talk less, people always wonder, what make you the person you are that people talking about you. So that will attract people to you, be it negative or positive. So as an artist, it's very good to build your self-esteem, number one. Number two, be well presented.
Hmm.
And number three, be a humble person. And number four, always represent the person you are. And you know what I mean? Represent the culture you are in. So if you are in the music industry, you know how musicians are. Musicians are they are actually cocky. When I mean cocky now, cocky to the extent that they will not, pay lots of look at people or talk to their own people and stuff. No, but cocky in a sense where you know
They can say
they
hello,
take
sir.
they take themselves way up there, that you not easily, having access to them. So the only thing you can do if you want to have these people, you either talk business to get them to you,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe if you're a family member, probably maybe that's the only way you get access to them. So as an artist, put yourself up there,
Okay.
even if you don't have it yet, the standard you set for yourself, how God can push you to that, to that level. It's just like every day you talk negative about yourself, you're expecting yourself, you say, oh, I won't get rich, but you say, oh, they job are doing, I just go low, they don't pay me. Or, oh, the money I go and get, I probably, maybe when I reach, I said they will not give it to me. Then you wouldn't get it if you go there. But
Mm-hmm.
if you always believe in and work towards your favorite thing, you will get there. So um, put yourself up there,
Mm-hmm.
respect yourself, treat everybody the way you want to be treated, and don't have yourself accessible to your fans or the public, so that
Okay.
you can stand out.
Okay. Okay. Dell, uh,
Yeah.
you a filmmaker, so what a filmmaker lifestyle should be?
Well, first of all, I want to talk about. I got a few things I want to talk about. In 2016, when I was back home like a few years ago in Liberia, like every one of us were doing the same thing, right? But when I
Mm-hmm.
had the opportunity, like to go to Nigeria for the next movie, Star Africa, there were a lot of things that I learned. We had people who came over and it taught us about branding. And
Mm-hmm.
one of the things that I learned was something called PR, and it's called perception over reality, right? If you look at perception over reality, right, your audience or your fans, they already see you as somebody that's already up there, right? But sometimes in reality, like you are not really there, right? But if you understand branding,
Mm-hmm.
that's when you try to balance the equation in a way you will not live a fake life, and you will not live a life that would depress you, because if you don't balance your life in certain position, right, it's going to affect you, because if everybody thinks that you're rich, it's going to be hard for certain people to help you. You understand?
Don't give
No,
me a.
for real, like every one of us, we know that, like if
Mm-hmm.
you act like you're so rich, nobody will want to help you, and you need help.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't help because you're already living like you feel like you're already out there.
You have
So
it.
yes, so the best way to position yourself is to be in the middle. You should always be able to give your fans a little bit of attention. In a way, you can have a little bit of, you can reduce your artistic personality a little bit, but you're
Mm-hmm.
not really going down to be like the fans. You understand? Because when you're more like the fan, like there will be no respect. And in marketing, there is something called supply and demands, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when a commodity becomes surplus, it depreciates in value, right? So if you're everywhere, you're to every party, like my brother's saying, if you're to every party, you are to everybody function, anybody have anything, anybody can have access to you. Call you now, my man, we're here. We to the club or we drinking liquor, put up, you jump there, you go. Even the people that you have around you, if you make yourself more accessible to everybody, those are the same people that will start carrying your news everywhere, and because of that, like people will start to disrespect you. So for me, even like for me personally, right,
Mm-hmm.
I've been out of the industry for almost, I don't know, almost 5 to 6 years now. I really haven't done anything like, but I feel like if I go back to Liberia,
Mm-hmm.
I still have my little spot there. I still got my little spot back there, right?
Mm-hmm.
It just because of how some of us we position ourselves. It's not really like trying to brag, but we just set our little spot. You can't. Not everybody can have access certain ways. We got friends in friends, and then like that's the same way to some people. They're just everywhere around the place. So when you everywhere around the place, you'll be cheap.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be cheap. So there is something that a lot of us we have to learn as entertainers. You can't be out there like, yeah, you can try to like balance the equation, like not really to be too distance yourself from the supporters, because these are same people who supporting whatever you're doing. And you also need them because you're not even up there yet. You're not rich. You're trying to get rich, you're trying to get money. And who are those bringing in the money? The fans, right? So if you don't have it, and then you start acting like you already have it, well, you should be getting ready for disaster because those people will not be willing to support you because they'll feel like, okay, this man already got it. That's why he acting selfish, So I feel like entertainers, we just have to position ourselves in a way where we keep our brand and then we'll not be able to give in just like that.
Okay. That's a good thing. And um, oh, T Marcus, welcome, my man. Introduce
Hello,
yourself.
man. Yes, sir. Well, I was doing Daddy Studio.
Nice meeting you. Okay, T Marcus, you just came on time, and there was like almost to the end. And what we're talking about, we're talking about lifestyle as an artist or entertainer. What type
Yeah.
of lifestyle we should live? What can we make different in our life? How can we care ourselves?
Um, Man, that's a tough one. I feel like um, it depends if you are successful.
Hmm.
Try to live according to my limit, according to what I have.
Thank you. Smart.
I don't try to live above, you know, because if I try to do that, I'll just pressure myself. Because a lot of the time, um, just because you call yourself an artist and you want to be, I guess you got something to prove, but you can prove what you got to prove in many ways. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I drive a decent car. I drive an okay car. I don't drive like the most expensive car ever, but I have an okay car that looks decent. That people will see me and be like, oh, okay. I'm not going to take like just try to live accordingly, man. Don't try to pressure yourself and do all these big things that you don't have, because at the
Mhm.
end it's gonna bite you back. Because you know,
So,
I
so
mean,
you will not borrow clothes. The people can't be wearing. You look flashy, so you can't do that.
yeah, I mean, back in the day, I'm not even gonna lie. One time, um, I was just people that one time when back in the days when I just started, I used to be
Hmm.
posting all these luxury things on the internet, on my Facebook, on my all my platforms, and people used to be seeing me.
Hmm.
But one time when I got all where I forgot,
Jesus.
and then I went to the African restaurant to get some food. So when I bounced there, I remember one little picking one. Then he was just looking at me. Ah, boy, you think Marcus? I said, yeah. He said, but what's that? What happened? So I said, what do you mean? He said, boy, you looking different, yo. You look like you coming from work. So I said, what do you mean? I said, yeah, I'm working. He said, but all the things that you can be posting, I never even expected to see you like this. Oh.
Jesus.
I just continue that. I myself, to be honest with you, I was so embarrassed the way I left that place.
Wow.
That just common example, man. Just live towards your, according to what you have. The pictures and everything is good to do this, to push the pictures, but don't do the team of we the Liberian artists now, be honest, we can do too much.
Hmm.
If you're wearing Gucci, you wear the Gucci shirt, you wear the Gucci bag, you wear the Gucci bag, you even get a Gucci. When you get a whole
Hey,
set,
Prince.
then the
Hmm.
people looking at you. The
Answer
goal is
that again.
you to get it,
Hmm.
you know. So I think being flashy, you can be flashy, but just don't overdo it. And living wise, you can live. Find a decent apartment on nice house where you can afford and get it, but don't try to do it to just because you say you're artist to somebody and say no, you're still not inside.
Anybody got point? Anything that you want to add on or add question before we go to the next one?
So to Marcus, you say when I dress more than Gucci, is
No, don't just want to Gucci yourself because you somebody trust me. I've been
mm.
yeah.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay. I think McZonny stress certain point as an artist, you don't have to be to a certain place, but Baby shower, you said baby shower. Baby shower is a good show because they are reliable people who know about men one business. So it's a good show. But if you say seeing an artist on a 2-year-old birthday party, then now you're talking.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
I was just giving an example about the baby shower, but
baby shower is a grown up.
but I'm saying it might not be right for certain artists. Some artists, their music is not geared more towards that. Some music, so it just depends on the artist. If your music is geared more towards that crowd, no problem. I know what you're saying is for grown-ups, but it's an example, like for instance, like a Sweet 16 party, that's a whole different crowd. Like a little child,
Exactly. Now you're talking.
5-year-old birthday, that's a different crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll give you an example about even plays like this DJ was playing bunch of Purse music at a Sweet 16. And I was like, my man, this is like Sweet 16. He said, brother, I try to play something else, but that's what the children want to hear. You see, but he wouldn't be able to play that at like 5-year-old party. You understand what I'm saying? So the crowd is different. So, we got to kind of do things according to that.
Okay.
All
And
right. So
yeah, when I add on, go
yeah,
ahead.
my take to what Ms. Anna just said. You see, as an artist, when you're talking about baby shower, all those things you're talking about, those are unique. They got some baby showers that pop. That like you will see thousands of people, hundreds of people there. Depend who having the event. Depend what the event is about.
Yeah.
Depend if they pay you to go to that event. You're not just jumping from your house because your boss call you, or somebody just call you. My man, some gonna baby shower, yo, you coming? Some gonna barbecue, yo, you're not coming. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying. When you hear me say, put yourself up there, don't make yourself accessible, to everybody. It's not that you're trying to act cocky or you're putting yourself on a pedestal that you don't belong on, but you're just trying to create. Okay, let me just give this common example. They call when somebody say the hottest thing in town, the hottest film in town. When you the hottest thing in town, trust me, anybody get access to you. Yeah, because you're all over the place. But when you become scarce, that scares as an artist, meaning that if you don't have a reason to step out, don't just be stepping out among everybody. But if somebody paying you to go for a baby shower to perform, bro, that's your money. Go and get your money. You know what I mean? But you're not just stepping out there just anyhow walking around with everybody. Normally as a star, when you go out there when there's an event and you're doing an event with for somebody, whether be a baby shower, big event or not, you got yourself seated, like a star somewhere. They will put you in that place that everybody know this person is standing. He's like he's important. Not that he's important to everybody, but this person have a reason of being here. And that stardom, if they put that on you with that kind of respect, you sit down there and respect yourself. But don't be all over among everybody dancing. When you see the man dancing on this side, he dancing on the other side, he dancing with the other person, dancing with that other person, all over the place, talking to everybody, all over. Nobody says you shouldn't talk to people, bro. When it comes to being an artist, artists are just people that people always like to see you being yourself. Because when you always yourself and you buy that self-respect, you're not all over the place and floating, people see you of high value. They get high regard for you. So for me, I don't have a problem if I'm being paid to perform to a baby shower. That my money, I'm going to get my money, bro. Like Brian said, that my money, I'll go get it. But nobody will just come into any baby shower, just join the baby shower. Probably maybe if it's the family member thing, I might just pop in and say hi, and in a split second I'm done. You won't see me there anymore. So just as a star, carry yourself in a way where and people will always respect you. That's all the bottom line for me, though.
Okay. All right. Before we go to the next topic, let me put my own 2 cents in there before we go to the next topic. I think being an artist, um, especially I see a lot of artists when somebody says something about you. What I gotta say is that the position that we in, we put ourselves into this particular position.
Yeah.
Let me see somebody coming in. Yeah, we put ourselves into that particular positions. That's why. Like, who's that? Tower G?
David Mel.
Lauda.
Oh, David Mel?
What's up?
The metal file that make on you can see.
Mama, too far, and she should knew about how without asking question.
Dude,
I can even see from a distance.
you're not under the royal family logo today.
Yeah, we took out the logo, but
We
it's the
praise
logo.
you.
It looking more thinner today.
We praise the Lord. Am I okay now?
No, come closer again. Wait,
And
you want to show all your music on your wall?
D Curtis, what's the problem, man? What's wrong with you, D Curtis?
man, hey, Gucci. Okay, so
Is okay now?
yeah. Okay, tell me. Okay, I want to say thanks to Prince Wai. He fixed the logo much better now. Wai, what's up? Thumbs up. So David May just coming, and I was kind of summarizing it before he just came, but let's talk about artists' lifestyle. How can artists carry themselves professionally?
Is that a question to me?
Yeah. You are the last guy now.
Oh, first of all, I want to say good evening to everybody, all my fellow brothers.
Mm.
Good evening. Nice seeing you guys again. Last week we had a great show. It was a great conversation.
Mhm.
And trust me, I learned a lot from everybody, you know. So I just want to say thanks. I hope we keep it going, positive
Yeah.
and just learn whatever knowledge we have, we just share one another. Yeah, the question was the lifestyle of an artist.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to add because I didn't listen to every other person, so I would like to add to my other brothers. Basically, an artist or a celebrity or anybody have to do with entertainment in general. First of all, you are a special person. You are very special. You're not an ordinary person. You're someone that, first of all, you're a role model. You're a public figure, and being in that kind of position, there is a certain standards you have to live towards. A standard. It have to do with self-discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Self-discipline is the most important thing of being a public figure. Because when you have self-discipline or discipline tells you you can do this. You can go over there. No matter how. Like we regular human beings sometimes you want to go chill, you want to go hang out with people. Discipline would definitely tell you there are some things you can it gave you rules and regulation how to live your life. You can just be all over the place. You can just be in everybody cup of tea because when you do that as a celebrity or artist, that's when you introduce disrespect. People try to disrespect you. People will not value you. People won't see you as that star you're supposed to be. And like the Bible said, let our light shine before men that may see our good work and glorify God. So basically, if you extend it to entertainment life, we're just special people, you know, not just ordinary person that anybody can have access to.
Mm-hmm.
It's deeper. It's a sacrifice.
Well
You,
disciplined.
yeah, it's a sacrifice. You for everybody, but you cannot be with everybody. So your focus is your artwork. Your music. If you're a musician, your music should reach every home. Your visual should reach every home, but your person cannot reach everybody.
Hmm.
Yeah. It
It's,
just
it's
put you. It
it's
just
deep.
put you to a. It just put you to a place of respect. The little ones want to be like you. People want to be like you. People want to imitate you. People want to be like D. Curry or Charlemagne or anybody on the line. But if you bring yourself from that place to the lowest standard, then you're just a regular person. There is nothing you do you have voice. You don't have no value. You have no respect. That's my one or two contribution to what we.
Okay.
Add some just short before we
Right.
move to the next
Oh,
topic.
okay.
So,
Mechanic.
James, like back in the days, people like James Brown and those guys, you rarely saw them, and this was before like social media and all that too.
Yeah.
But you rarely saw them in any town or anything unless it had to do with like their concerts or they dropped an album. So they would do a lot of interviews on the radio, on TV. Those are the only times you saw those people out in the public, really. You rarely Michael Jackson, all those cats, you rarely saw them go anywhere. Or I mean, they would travel, of course, with their families in the background, but I'm talking about like publicly, you never really saw them out there unless they were promoting like their album most of the time. They had interviews on TV and stuff like that. So later on, of course, with social media, things change. So a lot of people are just kind of more open now, where they could kind of open their daily lives to people. But it's really not supposed to be that way. You're supposed to have a private life behind the cameras, and
Yeah.
then in front of the cameras, you're in front of the cameras. Like, just think about it. Most of these cats, you don't, like, back in the day, you don't even know their kids, you don't know their family, you don't know anything about it. But compared to now, it's like, because of social media, we know like Cardi B children, we know this Nicki Minaj son, you're seeing all their family people, because social media is just opening it a little bit more. But it's a huge value in scarcity. If
Yeah,
you're scarce and you're not showing yourself all the time, people value you. I mean, because they don't, first of all, they don't know too much about your personal life, so
yeah.
value you. Like, oh, this guy is kind of mysterious. We need to know a little bit more. That's what, when you do an interview, at that point, you can kind of give people a little bit of insight into your life, your personal life, things
Yeah.
you do on the daily. If you love to cook, then people kind of get to know you a little bit more. But yeah, I just wanted to add that.
Okay.
Let me tell something real quick, Vader. Let me
Okay.
just give, is there a testimony, or is this just a true life story? So when I first moved to Fargo, North Dakota, so I just want to be more professional how to measure need, but so a couple of artists like, oh my man, let's go out, man, let's go out. So we went to the mall. When we got to the mall, we met a couple of ladies. So I was like, oh my God, oh my God, can we take a picture with you? So they gave their phone to one of the artists. I hope you guys listen to me. So they gave their phone to one of the artists to take my picture with them. And I told them, no, you cannot do that. He's an artist. So they all laugh and say, like that Liberian kind of tune, he was begging you out. They want to be all the baby shower there. He's not an artist. And and I felt bad for that person. I felt real bad. And just what my brother's saying, like, as an artist, man, it's you for everybody, but you cannot be with everybody. It takes self discipline. Like you were talking about back in the day, it's still happening now. You won't see Two Face anywhere. You will never see Two Face anywhere until he have to be to that place based on business. You will never see Kurt Franklin anywhere in the public. As an artist, you have a different life. You're not a regular person. You are not a regular person. You are a different person.
Hmm. Well, discipline. Okay. So let me say this right. I suggest uh every artist should have a PR, somebody who will fight for you, because most of the times when I see a blocker write anything about anybody on Facebook, or somebody insult you, I see artists they insult come back on Facebook to insult or to debunk whatever they have rating or about them. So let's talk about that part. Is it good for artists to come on social media because somebody says negativity about that person, and you just come and come and debunk whatever they are put? Is it good because sometimes your character, sometimes it looks so bad? Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Because before you come, the
Okay.
position we are in, we are there for the bar and the good, and somebody coming in. Okay, the bar and the good and everything. Because like for me, I'll be honest, they don't cost me on Perfect King show before, 2 times. A lot of show I've been, they just talk the worst thing about me, but they are chilling. So, and some artists cannot stand it. So, what can we do as an artist if you see your name or blocker say the worst thing about you, or somebody doing a live and say the worst thing about you? What can we do as an artist? We start from Masonic.
Okay, so I guess you're talking about like defame, like someone
Yes,
defaming your character.
yes.
But in a situation like that, it depends. It depends, because you're gonna have to be careful. If it's somebody you think you could reach out to personally, and they posted something about you, you could reach out to them first and be like, you know, I don't know what's going on, but at least this situation is inaccurate. I would prefer for you to please take the post down, and if you can, even apologize, because this is something that's actually going to affect me and my family. So you reach out to them personally if you have that kind of situation where you could. If you can't reach out to them personally, but you know somebody that knows them, you can let that person be like a mediator and speak to them on your behalf and be like, hey, you posted something. It ain't really go down good with our team, but would like for you to either take it down and apologize or at least take it down, so we can kind of all move forward. If the person refuses, you have the right as a person to either contact your blogger and do what you have to do to so your character cannot be defamed. You could contact a blogger or contact a PR person, like you said earlier, to help you. Now, with the PR situation, you don't necessarily have to have a PR under your team structure, but it's good to have PR companies or PR people that you could reach out to and outsource the work. So for a lot of stuff that I do when it comes to music, whether it's marketing, promotions, and this and that, even booking agents, all of that. I talk to I talk to people a lot. So when it comes to a certain situation, I don't have to insert myself into that, but I could deal with the PR person and say, you know what, you're good for resolving conflicts. I see you've done that a few times as a PR person. Can you help us dissolve this situation? Either write a nice press release so we don't look bad, or at least deal with this person that wrote this piece on us. So that's how you will go about doing things like that.
Okay. All right. D credits.
Anybody do anything or say anything about me creating on social media and all that, I must have paid Prophet Key for Prophet Key to cost you. get,
Know what I can do?
get them some more money. No, but the thing here is right. If you can afford the PR, by all means, go ahead and get you one. It's sad that our community, prey on negativity. No matter how professional you try to be within our little community, people will push you. But before you respond, this is what I like to say, right?
Mm-hmm.
If the person is doing it on Facebook Live, or whether they make a post, and they're on Facebook Live, probably you will have 50 people watching, depending on how big it is. Maybe you have 1,000 people watching. That 1,000 people that are watch, they're waiting for a response from you.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're ready to give a response, as soon, let's say either 500 of those people see you responding, those people will share it. And now you have twice the audience that saw that one negativity. And depending on how, the issue is and how hard you go, you are just pretty much putting fuel on fire for more people to get to see or hear what is actually going on. Whereas if one person come and say something and 500 people see it and you just let it be, it would have 500 people. Now, there are certain things that can be said about you that would damage you and damage your reputation for good. For those things, I say don't let it slide. All right. If you can get the PR to come and do the dirty work, let them do it. Like my brother said, reach out to them. If that person deserves your attention, there are some people who have come on social media and say things about me. They're beneath me. You don't even me coming to even call you. I'm degrading myself to even take telephone and say I want to call you for us to talk about it. That's one. Two, for me to even say, oh, I come and respond to you publicly. That's like, nah, you are nobody. There is something I saw on on TikTok, and that thing, right, it helped me a whole lot. Let's say the crow is the only bird that can attack the eagle. The crow will come and start picking on the eagle's neck. The eagle does not respond, but what the eagle does, the eagle spread the wing and continue to soar high. It start going high. The higher the eagle soar, the crows start grasping for air. They run out of oxygen, and next thing you know, they will fall off. So at times, you don't waste your time responding to the crows that are in the community. You are up there. That's why they're trying to do whatever it is to bring you down. Spread your wings. Continue to fly high. Just how they sit down, they will fall because they're not relevant. When you open your mouth, you start addressing some of them, you give them relevance, but they're not. So there are certain things that, yes, you know, when I know it comes to my family, you're hurting my family, my kids and stuff like that. Oh, that one we can take it. Either I decide to go legal with you or call you to have a conversation, depending on who you are. Obviously, depending on who you are, there are certain people you just don't, you're not seeing, you're not hearing, you're not my type. Me, you're not even coming talk.
D. Curtis, I got a question for you. And I you know, I know the other guys got to speak, but it's just a short question.
Right.
You mentioned Prophet Key recently doing something like a little beef with Kizzy W, and that's really defaming his character. How would you deal with that situation if you were Kizzy W? Because he, as an artist, a lot of people are looking at him sideways now. How would you deal with something like that? I don't know if you heard what's being.
I don't know the details for me to be able to give you an informed, you know, analysis of what it is. If I know the details as to what is being said about KCW, most definitely I'll be able to chime in. But from what I saw before I left Facebook briefly, I think it was something along the lines of KCW supporting the ruling party and something along those lines.
So basically, he's saying that Kizzy W is gay. That's and he claims that he has proof about it.
Okay.
So how would you, as an artist, moving, how would you deal with that? Because
it not happened to me. All right. When I started my comedy, I started with the D. Curtis character, and then somewhere along the lines, I brought in my Curtis character. The my Curtis character is pretty much just how my mom would approach situation. And because of that, I started dressing like my Curtis. I started dressing like female. I think I was one of the first Liberian comedians to even wear female outfit. So a lot of comedians said things, short talk. They said a whole lot of stuff. So people call me gay and whatsoever. I make remarks like, okay, if your girlfriend fun, your wife fun, because I don't let ugly with me. If your girlfriend fun, your wife fun, your mom fun, bring them. When I finish with that, they will tell you whether I give or not. All right, that's me putting a comedy twist to it. But those things, yes, like you said, it hurts. But the reality here is facts. Facts cannot be argued. You can't argue with facts. If I'm not gay, you can say I'm gay all you want. Carry it from now to the moon and bring it back. I am not gay. It's up to you. You know, we Liberians that word gay, as soon as people say it, then we start all over the place. We get how to call it. No, I am not. That's the time set for me to even prove to you that I'm not. I will start posting Junior where I chilling with and stuff like that. You know, on a professional level and stuff. But no, I'm not going to respond to you.
Yeah, no, but seriously though, Prophet Key is a big online figure. You see, he's not just anybody. And when the man is doing his show, a lot of people get to watch what he says. So I'm just saying, like, how is that boy supposed to move forward with that situation? Is he
okay? Let me come to that. Something. They are throwing words at each other, so he had to say something to her to get back to him to making him hurt. That's why he did, but he's not. Casey there is not.
Yeah, but like again, my answer to that, right? Like the first analogy I was using, he got a bigger platform. Obviously, somebody will want to know what I would say. What I would do in that situation, I will make posts as in, oh, I'm coming for you, Prophet Key. I will respond to you, the attention that you need. I will make posts for days. Maybe sometimes even post a picture and post something and decide that I will go live. The audience are now watching to see what he's doing. I will come live in hope now. They are hoping that I'm coming, lower myself to his standard and start causing and stuff and promote what I do. And I will address you, Prophet Key. I'm coming to you. Matter of fact, before I start, then listen to them my song. That the thing and the gift what I got, what you not get, you sitting over there. And that the reason why people there, y'all magnify these people, the Prophet Key, the Shadow Robert, all these people. I'm not afraid of none of them. None of y'all should be. They're just like everybody else. Nobody mount born crazy person. All of all have craziness in us. It's we just decide to comport ourselves a certain way. So you can respond to these people intelligently, insult them without you degrading yourself and promote your craft in the process.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we'll go to our Shadow Man now.
For me, with that being said, I'm not the person to be coming back and forth with people. So most of the time, in our industry, when the light is on you, especially the Liberian industry, it happens in a lot of African setting too. But Liberian industry, once that light get on you, and people are looking at you, the next thing, somebody's in the corner not happy that you see that down there. They want to bring you down. Trust me, they want to turn that light up. And in turning that light up, people bring all kind of temptation, all type of temptation. That's why it's good as an artist, stay away from the things that will bring those kind of things to you. Once you keep yourself away from those things, you will not get there. One of the things our parents used to say back then, trouble not look for man, man look for trouble. When you become an artist that want to be all in the fries, those kind of things will follow you. Do you understand? The last time we
But
told me, well,
what if you're not in the part they just heard they say about you, they just came in and wrote it?
brother, let me tell you something. They say cannot cut piece of your skin.
Oh, now you're talking.
It will not cut nothing from on you. My mom always used to say, one cent won't make noise. If you want to hear noise from coins, you should put more than one together and shake it. You will hear the noise.
Mm-hmm.
But you put one coin on the ground here, you keep chunking that coin will not make any kind of noise than one coin. So the best thing to do with those things, what they never say about all the big name in the industry. How many artists have ever come back to retaliate? The ones that always retaliate, you turn to build fan base for the people that nobody know. Because when you start making confusion with somebody that nobody know, guess what happens?
They follow the
Everybody want
person.
to find out now who you making flower with, who you making the confusion with, and you become you would definitely gonna lose, and that person will gain. It happen always. That's how people look for fame. So when you keep quiet and let it slide, and you keep doing what you're doing, act like that thing never existed. Trust me, you will never hear no noise about it.
Okay.
It happened on artists and Buggy Road. I know. I think here I don't know what went on between both of them, but you know, Buggy Road didn't say nothing to that artist. He never come out to say anything because that artist was no knee artist. Like nobody know him. He's a good artist, but because people didn't know him, probably he wanted to use that medium to pay his fame. And he started saying some foolishness about the man. I must say I used to like the artist, but I'm like, you know what? I think this kind of people it's good to stay away from them. So my own little support I had, I draw back from it. I don't hate him, but the thing that is, I already finished measuring my kind of friendship with that kind of person. And that's what Buggy Road did. He didn't say nothing. He didn't reply. He didn't even write back. Nothing. This dude was on live and talking a whole lot of them thing. And I wish was not right. But for me, every artist, for that matter, when you have a problem with anybody in the industry, do not get yourself on live talking about it. It's not going to help. Everybody in the industry know one another. Reach out to somebody that can promote your music, somebody that beat me, and a big brother that people look up to, talk to their thing. See how they can handle that problem. And that would be the best thing to do instead of you coming and making noise to call unnecessary attention. That noise might bring you down or it might take you up, depending the position you in when it happens.
Okay.
So for me personally, I would not do that.
Okay.
I did that once, but I didn't even mention people's name or not say anything to anybody. I was just talking exactly on what and I think wasn't fair enough, but it turned out to be something different. And I didn't even say somebody's name. So what move will you come up, attacking somebody directly, for talking against you? So
Okay.
I don't think it's called for an artist. It's just good to be well composed and be focused on, what you do as a star.
Okay. All right. Well, Tawa G, you came a little late, so you got a topic. Uh, while you woke up one night or one morning, you saw your name on social media saying the worst thing about you, whether true or false, what would you do?
Sorry about that. Since I came a little late, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
Victor, I would first like to applaud you for your job. Well done. Your little contribution you're giving to this our struggling industry. See, some people always say we don't have an industry, but I don't want to go into that. We actually do, but it's struggling. So even though it's not really recognized worldwide, but at least we do have it. That's what we have.
We still have it.
Yeah. So I appreciate you. And all my superstars. Yeah, I see my man David Mill. I see my man Shadow. I see my man T Marcus. I see my man Zonic, D Curtis, the comedian, slash the host, the movie star, the artist, the man Lunga, all the jobs.
Mm-hmm.
But like, let's go to the topic, right?
Mm-hmm.
If that was, I mean, I've had those, I've been into this situation before, and like my man Shadow was saying that with the Bucky case, with that one individual, Bucky didn't respond because Bucky knew that he had a whole lot. It depends where position you play in that case,
Mm-hmm.
where you standing, what level you standing. That person that you're going back to interact with, is it worth your time, your money? Is it worth your brand? Because everything drops down to your brand. As an artist, you got to protect that brand. You want to create a positive vibe around your brand. So you don't want your fans seeing you on social media and yapping, cussing, and stuff like that, because that's where you're going to lead to. But again, we are all human. Everybody have human feeling. So it depends on how best you want to approach it at that time.
I'm
For
talking
me,
about, yeah, you. What
for
would you
me,
do?
for me personally, I
Mm-hmm.
would go the same route as Bucky. And it depends now. If that person coming to me, how you coming to me? Are you going for my family? Are you going extra out of the boat, reaching out to people that I love dearly? Then that would be the only reason why I would come on social media to defend my brand and my family name that
Do you have
you
to
drag
come,
into
or
it.
you need, or you have a PR to do that, not you yourself?
Well, there's certain case you have to show your fair set. When you're dealing with another artist, you have to show your fair set. Now, if there's something where you have to do a bigger picture with a whole management team and all that stuff, then you will reach out to your team, say, hey, or first thing, matter of fact, first thing you want to reach out to your team and ask your team, how can you approach this situation? So you write on that case. So
Mm-hmm.
if your management or whatever gave you the go ahead, then you create your strategy. But in doing that, also know, be proactive with it. How is it going to bring back to your plate? Is it going to bring add some sauce to your plate? So you gotta think about it. But for me, depending on how you're gonna reach out to me, how you're gonna approach me, that's how I would address that situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Mel. What will you do?
If I wake up one morning and see stuff about me in a very negative way, bro, I would just quote the former former First Lady Michelle Obama. If the people decide to go low, I go high.
Mm-hmm.
I just I raise my vote enough because I will always want to raise. Like when I was first talking, I make mention of the word self discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Every every artist. Well, soccer, movie, or music, or as long as you find yourself in that special world, what God has given you something very special. Peter, as a comedian, you and D. Kelly, the things you gotta do, people who's not into the business already understand. Just to say something and make somebody laugh, it's a gift. It's special. A regular person don't have to. A regular person cannot do that. I can sing, but when I see somebody cracking joke like D. Curtis or you and laugh, I be like, wow, I know where it come from. Just to wake up one morning, shout out Tower G, to just sing song and touch 10,000 person, it's special. Those things doesn't come like that. God gave it to you, so you have to protect them. If somebody on the low level don't know the right way to get to you, try to bring you down, just don't pay no attention. Just keep soaring high, though. Just use your music, use your joke. That's why people want to hear from you. But for me, I don't pay no mind to this kind of people. I remember when Shallow, excuse me for saying this, right? I like to give example. I remember 2016 when Trump was running for president. At the time, we was in balance. Me and my brothers in Shallow, D12, and the rest of us, we was in balance. And a lot of bloggers went on social media, put our names and our address, where we live in. Those people don't have papers. Bloggers did that. Shout out my line, you know what I'm talking about. And they put our name, the state, our pictures. They was inviting immigration to come arrest us. We saw it. We didn't pay no attention. We didn't even care about what these people did. We just focus on our music. We kept doing our music. We keep doing our music. So what I'm trying to say, when people of a low standard, who is not on your level doing those things, don't pay them no mind. Have you ever heard Michael Jackson respond? They say Usher had herpes. Have you heard Usher respond? Bro, you're special. Just be special, that's all.
Okay. All right, T. Marcus.
I think I'm gonna go with pretty much J. Curtis and Shadow. I said it all. There's some things you can respond to. I feel like as an artist, is as long as you don't come from a family and you're just putting stuff out there, like D. Curtis said, you coming up with rumors like I'm gay. It just I'm gonna let it slide. That has nothing to do with my music or what I'm doing. It's not putting forward on the table. What Tower G says, it's not bringing money to me. So I just let it slide. Now, if it's something that I have to do with my family and degrading my family and trying to tarnish my reputation, my family reputation, then I'll have to get in touch with my team and then they will be able to see how best to handle the situation. Yeah, so that's it.
Team is like, because the reason I brought this, a lot of artists, and like I said earlier, we are men for our need to be reading in any post or whatever, because
Yes.
we are set aside. So people will do everything to just want to bring us down.
Yeah.
So you have to accept that in the first place. So accept it first that I know tomorrow my name will be on Jacob Brown or my name will be in maybe somebody talk show people mouth. And just somehow accept it. Because we are set aside, God apport in the space, and people are going to talk about us no matter how or what. They will still talk about us. They will say every negativity about us. But you say not everything you got to listen to. Just keep moving. Keep your head up. Yeah, what do you want to say, Curtis?
Yeah, and one thing I want to add, right?
Yeah, what are you?
One of the things I live my life by, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you see somebody on social media cursing the next person, take heed. Stay away from that person. Just because now you're the cursing today, tomorrow will be your time.
Oh yeah.
I keep a distance. And even when you try to keep a distance, like one time, since you were on live, I went to wish her happy birthday. Charlotte was there. I spoke directly to CC and said nothing to Charlotte. Blue, for me, just doing that. She jumped up, she started cursing in my trap. Say, I ignore her. Like, I was there on the line for 2 or day. I ignore her, I left. I left, she and people were still cursing, say I rude for not even. I had to call him up. When you meet them in person, yeah, you watch it, you're there. When you meet these people in person, somebody that disrespect you on social media, then you go to a award show You see me, then you want to stand next to me to take picture and post it. No, you can't disrespect me anywhere and see me in person and want to take picture with me. If you say I'm petty, yes, I am petty. It is not entertainment. There's a level to this thing you're called entertainment. You being very negative and condescending in the Liberian community, and you take it and you say that entertainment. I see you in public. You are not entity to me, and I know you. You not know me.
He's
Apart
not.
from what I mean, you are causing you. All I did mail you are causing, and you saw it as entertainment. That's the line right there for me and you. I'm not coming in your space. You're not coming in my space.
Okay. All right. Tower G, I saw your finger up.
Victor,
Yeah.
like
Always say
D
good
Curtis,
one.
D Curtis said something
Mm-hmm.
about entertainment, and I've been hearing it. I've been hearing people saying it around the place about people that curse people.
Mm-hmm.
They classify them as celebrity and entertainer. So right now I'm kind of confused. I really don't know who are or who is the the real entertainer, because if you got people like Tower G, Curdy, T Marcus there, and the rest of everyone of us that bringing down inspiration from above and being more positive and helping people to carry on the daily activities, and we're not classified, we're not recognized, and the people, it kind of confusing a little bit. So are they the real entertainers, like Curdy was saying? Because I don't know if we can draw a line between those people and what we do, you know.
My brother, they are. The number yes, I can tell you that they are. Unfortunately,
Mm-hmm.
see, BB artists, then you're all over here. Well, how many people we had? 19, 17, 20 people. It's what our community has decided to gratify and gravitate towards. You know, these no effort behavior whatsoever. The people come online and they exhibit it, and then we elevate it, and then at the same time we are complaining about our country and complaining about us not going ahead, when we the same people, we take mediocrity and we elevate it above everything else. How do you expect the country to keep it up? They want to
My
finish and say
man,
that government.
they cut it. Right now, we're bleeding on the political system. Eh?
I believe my
People,
brother.
the people they are glued to politics right now. So
And
we
Mark
gotta leave it like that. But another thing, promotion. We gotta promote the show. We gotta do a flyer. I mentioned that to Victor June the other day. We gotta do a flyer. This is a good thing. This is a good thing for our entertainment industry. We gotta promote it. Each and every one of us can share that flyer on our page. I mean, normally he invited me on Friday, but I saw you guys and I was a little free today. I'm like, let me pop in here and see and get some number two. But we gotta promote it.
Okay, and one thing, if we come on the show, you gotta have a different phone or something to share your
Right.
page because
To
all your
start
fans will
sharing.
watch you. So next time when you come, oh, get up the extra fan. Okay, let's talk about music now, right? How long does it take when you put out a single? How long do we have to promote? Because I see artists, to me, I might be wrong. They will put a hit song and everybody, yeah, go low. Do not promote that song. Blue, they go to still go bring one ugly one that gonna kick the one off. So when we come up with a single, how long should we have to promote a single so it can be heard, it can be locked in people's ear? But artists always running back to studio. As soon as I hear that blue, they go back into the studio. They go do that one. Now the other one will come and just kill the other one. We say we need to promote it. How long do we take to promote our craft before we go part of the studio? We start with Masonic.
Okay, so when it comes to releasing a single, it's something in the American industry that's called programming.
Mm-hmm.
The word is pretty common, but then when it comes to music specifically, program basically letting all the different stations in the same genre play that one song for, it could be, most of the time it's like the radio promoters do like 6 weeks to 8 in the US industry. But
Mm-hmm.
for us as if you're independent, it's probably good to really focus, and I started doing that, but it's good to focus on one song as far as promotions for at least 3 to 5 months, even 6 months if possible. If it's really catching wind, you want to extend it up to 6 months. Program the people, let them hear that song over and over, whether it's people dancing to your song, whether it's DJs playing your song, whether it's regular people vibing to your song, which is really the new way, because when it comes to radio promotions in the US media, it's not a cheap thing. It's very expensive. Like you could literally spend, I mean, on an average, you could start around 10,000, but 10,000 is only going to maybe do 5 radio stations for a short period of time. So,
Jesus.
but you have to program people for at least up to six, like up to 6 months, at least 3 months. Let them hear that song. Let them know about the song, even if it's one part of it they heard. Like even my song Buffet. Everybody, everywhere I went, people like, damn, yo, I like your new joint. I like, but I have a whole album. Buffet is on the album, but I was pushing that one song so people could hear it, so people could know about it. So it really depends on your budget too. If you have a nice budget and you have connections, like I've been working with radio promoters, major radio promoters in this country for a while. I've spent thousands of dollars, but my money is chicken change compared to a major label that's willing to drop 250,000 up to $1 million for one single. Like you can't even compare that. Even if I spend $5,000 with them, 5,000 is not gonna really shake somebody who's paying 250,000 to a radio promoter. So, but if you're doing it on a social media level, and if you're doing it on a Liberian level, you need to at least have a representative back home to listen and make sure they're playing your song, because you could be sending money over there to DJs and they'll be pretending like they're playing it. I mean, I've been through all of that since 2018. I've dealt with DJs who would pretend, and I have people on the ground when I ask them, look, did they play the song? Like, nope, they didn't play it. And then I have people who are checking later on when they saw that I was serious with the people who were being serious, because I kept the money coming to them. They started playing it, because when I asked certain people started calling me, yo, you got to keep working with this DJ because he actually playing your stuff. But
Okay.
going back to it, not to be long-winded, you have to promote your song for at least 3 to 6 months. Let people know it.
Okay. All right, Curtis.
For me, I think you should have a target, okay, as to what performance you're looking to see from the music. Um, yes, I agree with a 6 month kind of thing, but it's also tricky. I think if you're releasing a song, have a target as to how well you want the song to do, how many streams, if possible, how much funds you're looking to raise. Set a target. Let's say, okay, well, I'm looking for 1 million or 500 view on YouTube, based off of your own audience and stuff like that. 500 views on YouTube and XYZ view over here, XYZ view over here, all this amount of sales in dollar and stuff like that. Once you achieve that goal, then by all means move forward. And the reason why I say that is because sometimes you can be vibing to a song that you're about to release in studio and you think that's it, that's the song. And if you have that, you know, 3 or 6 months, and the song not going anywhere, you could be sitting on something else that when you drop it, it will come and pick up. So I would say have a goal. I'm not a artist like that. I don't go for the fun of it. I release song, but what I've seen though from people around, I will give one Nigerian guy one example of one Nigerian guy, and then I will use one Liberian. There's this like Nigerian guy. He just released one song this weekend called "God is not done with me yet." God is not done with me yet. Something like that. That man he married to someone where get. Before that song, he had one other song. And that video on TikTok or on what it's in the Instagram for over almost, I can say almost 1 year or so. that boy can play that song, play that song, play that song, play that song. And I start seeing the song in the Liberian community. I start seeing it everywhere. The song got popular. Now, God is not done with me yet. Well, let me show y'all the man. Maybe some of y'all know it. Anyway,
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know him. Yeah, he has song. I can't remember the first song because right now the second song I take over. You know, so have your target when you reach that level, you think you're satisfied, then move on to the next one once you achieve that goal. Jay-Z know that one. Jay-Z is one person before even let his song pop. When Jay-Z release on that, he will promote before he release another one. And the one they knew somewhere pop where everywhere like this. Sometimes I'm just putting myself in the artist shoes. Sometimes you can think, like, okay, well, since right now everybody paying attention on me, let me release all the things I get. So yes, all that stuff, man. And be able to gravitate towards it. But I don't think there's a set time frame, not unless you have your own personal goal.
Okay. T Marcus.
Yeah, I think like do you call it say I'm the kind of person when I drop before I drop the song, I'm gonna send it to the few DJs that I have because I have a whole list. I will send it to him back. They'll listen to it and tell me, I'm the kind of person because once I decide to send it, I'm willing to take any criticism that will come. Well, hey, you need to face the vocal, you need to do this, hey, the beat need to be this, It depends on what kind of feedback I get from them. And I'll decide to make a couple changes that I need to make. Because we artists, we tend to drop songs according to our own self because I know some of us when we're in the studio will make a song. Man, this is it. This is the record I've been looking for. But you have to understand, yes, you're making music for you, but you're making music for the people there. They have to agree to whatever you're making. They have to like it because that's how you're going to make your bread. That's how you're going to make your money. So before I drop a song, I was saying to a couple people, a couple of my mentors and then my DJs, and then I drop it if I get good, response from them. If they like it, they'll be like, yeah, we'll push this one. This is good. And I'll drop it. And then when I drop it, I'll wait. I give myself usually like 6 months to push the song. Which means I'm having all my friends that are around me, my bloggers, everybody posting about it every day. For these 6 months, I myself, anything I do when that song got to be playing in the background. So after that, now think about the next project I'm gonna drop. When I get, depending on the feedback on what route I need to take.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Okay, Shadow Man, how long should we promote our song before dropping another one?
As long as you can, and as long as the feedback, it's coming. There are some songs you drop. People say, "Oh, it's a nice song," but you're not seeing people, already giving you the kind of feedback, that will give you that enthusiasm to push. But there are some songs you don't even have to tell somebody, "Man, what you think about my song?" They will call you, say, "Bro, this new song, I think it's fire. You should push it." DJ's calling you, "Bro, this song is a good song. Push it." Then, with all that feedback coming to you, what you got to do about that? You got to keep pushing. You, and Christina did the same thing to me. So you heard something. I didn't ask you about the feedback. You tell me it's a good song. Push it. And when I started pushing in the little time I pushed it for, there were a lot of people coming for it. But one thing, our weakness as a Liberian artist, we better push our music, to the extreme. We only push it small. Once a few people give it attention, we fall back and we'll be looking for another one to put out. So in order for us to reach that milestone, you have to push a song. I mean, you have to push it to the limit, including that. If that have to do with video, that have to do with you doing a paid promotion, do whatever you can do. If you see your song getting that attention, if you put a song out, if it don't have that much attention, okay, fine. Maybe you ride with it for a little bit and see. You yourself will know. But if you see DJs and you see people playing your song willingly without you even asking, and, meaning that that song got potential. It just need more push. So keep pushing, and the more you push, and the more you spend money behind your record, your money will attract the kind of people that you're hoping to attract to your music.
Okay. All right. Thank you, boss. Tower.
Yeah, I mean everybody kind of touching the right point.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is, I would say, what is the record that we promoting? That's the first place we will start from. What type of record is it? What's the topic of this record? Because that have to do with nowadays. You already know the whole wave is going by trend.
Mm-hmm.
What's trending the most? What's trending the most in our industry, in the world? I can say.
You're talking about
So
sound, right? Sound.
right. What kind of sound? Not so much of sound, but
Mm-hmm.
it can be current events. What kind of current event is trending? People can start promoting one of the old song that they did saying nothing woohoo because of a new event that just surfaced recently,
Mm-hmm.
and that record can resurface right back on the limelight. So it all depends to what is the record that we're promoting. Now when we go into record label standpoint, you already know before the label even promote that record or release that record, they should know that record got to be a hit record. They're not going to go promote any record that's not going to perform well. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Or spend XYZ amount of money on that record that's not going to perform well. So we all we do this on our own personal because we are all independent artists, I can say.
Mm-hmm.
So we try our best way to stay trending, to keep, you know what I mean, keep our name ranking. That's the only reason why sometimes you will see artists will drop a song today and then he feel like tomorrow he want to drop another song. But that song he hasn't even yet promoted that song because maybe at that point he feel like the name is the song, the view is going down on the song small. The stream is going. I'm one person. I'm always going and looking at my analysis on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. I always go look at my analysis and see how well that record is performing. How is it performing on stream aspect? And that standpoint. Then that's how I target the fans, the audience on this different social media platform like TikTok and all that stuff. So it's all depends on what the song. I don't want to take that too long because we're not keeping track on time. If you try, would that be an all day today?
No, no,
So
no.
that's a very big topic to. It's
Mm-hmm.
a very big topic to just you know what I mean. We can do a whole big research and read a big book on this thing, how to promote, how long to promote a song. But the first thing is, what is the song that we promoting? What is the time? The time are we promoting that song? Like you make one, let me just touch the thing. You make one example of the song I have married. You
Mm-hmm.
was the person that told me, Tawe, why you not promoting this song? Why you not doing this? Why you not doing it with this song? This song is a good song. The thing you didn't know about married is a event kind of song.
Mm-hmm.
It's an event, and I chose that particular song. I did that because it was personal to me at that time. And fortunately for me, anybody can want to get married tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I always try to promote it every once in a while. Around the summer, that's the time. That's that you might want to talk about time
Mm-hmm.
factor. Around the summer is when everybody's scheduling weddings. That's when I will go back to all the old videos and start pumping it back on my social platform. Like Shadow said, as long as you can continue promoting yourself, promote your songs. Because some of the songs, people in Tanzania, in Egypt, don't even hear it yet. So where are you limiting it to? Limiting it to? Is it just the few people that know you in the community? That's my
Okay.
take.
Thank you so much, Mel.
Tower G.
Tower G in
My
the
man.
building.
Yeah. I want to do something quick, which I never wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I would do this thing because TOC Tony is not he's not an ordinary person. Tio is a promoter. He based in Canada.
Yeah.
But if Tio was a regular person, I would even focus on him. Tio, we all family. We're all family. You're a promoter, we're musicians, we're actors, you're DJs, you're comedians, we're all family. So I don't know if you're joking, If you're joking, I will accept. But if you're not joking, your comment is not the rightful comment with family. We're all in this together. We're all in the struggle together. We're all feel the pain together. So you haven't seen your brothers in forever. I don't think that's the real way to greet us. So we always speaking from personal experience. Everybody have the team. Everybody got Victor have his team. Mason have his team. Georgie B, Tower G have his team. Shadow. We all have. We all professional people. Like I said, if you're joking, fine. But if you're not joking, that's not the best way to. You haven't seen your brothers forever. We're having talk. So there's a better way you can come. With your comment. I'm only saying it because you are a promoter. If you're just a regular person, I won't bother. So to add to what my brothers are saying, I love you, Tio. I love you. To add what my brothers are saying, especially Tower G, for me, like uh, the time factors matters to me. Then I pay attention to the sound, what's trending, because now I do gospel music, so it doesn't matter. I'm still a businessman, you know what I'm saying? So I pay attention to the sound. I listen a lot. The Afro sound is trending right now. Everybody want Afro. Everybody want to identify with Afro. And if the Afro or whatever is trendy, I go for it and make sure do justice to whatever I want to do, depending on the kind of message I want to put on the Afro beat, that can go faster because time is not on our side. Just how you prepare, and the next man prepare, and just how Shadow prepare, another man prepare. It's like a competition. Everybody on the track. Everybody want to, get to a certain spot. So time is not on our side. So I can tell you I'll promote my song in 7 to 6 months, but I'm just going to promote that song wherever way possible. And promotion is not just um, talking, you got to do with cash, networking, and connection. So if you have those things in place, like you have cash, you have a budget set, and you have the right team to work with, and you have the network, the connection, it helped too. You know what I'm saying? It helped a lot. Like Georgie will give me an example on other platforms, all the platforms, they have fast screaming going on there. So I would like to say, yeah, you can target yourself, you can give yourself a certain amount of time. It could be 6 months, it could be 3 months. But if you put all those things in places, most especially having the cash first, because with our money you can do promotion. You got to get the radio station, you got to get the street DJs, you got to club DJs, and we that doing gospel music, we got to use the airwave. You know what I'm saying? We got to do talk shows. You got to get a lot of blogger possible because you got to make noise about promotions.
Oh yeah.
Music, there is no ugly music. The moment you make noise about music, the more the music start to play because your target is to get the people attention. You can get people attention basically in 2 months' time, 3 months' time. It depends how well you have the budget and the plan to execute it. That's my belief, though. That's my belief.
Okay. You
One
got a
thing.
point? Yeah. Go ahead.
Jeremy, I wanna, my man, brother. I mean, you can read the comment. I mean, if you, you're that's your own personal thing anyway. But
Yeah.
I don't think I will focus too much on what people are saying because if we go there, then a lot of all we're getting our feelings here. But one thing about Theo Seaton, he's a nice guy. We go way back. We go way back, and he's one of the people that was there from the genesis, from Liberian music, the time there was nobody even training or stuff like that. So one thing, Victor, I mean, if you can invite this man, he have a lot of things to offer. He have things to
Yeah,
give
I'll bring
here
him
for
on
people to
too.
learn.
Mhm.
Invite him next time. Let him come and say because from his comment he said everybody here is only talking about I. But we are here representing ourselves. We don't see manager here doing these things for us, so we are representing ourselves. I'm not going to come here and talk about my whole team. You don't know I have team, but I'm not going to come here and say my team, my team, my team, my team, my team. I'm here as Tower G, and I'm here to defend Tower G in any way. So that's it.
And that is what I said. At first, I said, if you're joking, fine. Because we're all in the business together. You know what I'm saying? Like we family. There is
Yeah.
no way I'll go on live and see my fellow colleagues, talking about the struggle and I want to choose some kind of talk. First of all, Tio, shallow no Tio, we're all cool, like we family. That's why I say if it was a regular person, trust me, I would never mention anything. I would just let it go. You know what I'm saying? But because we're all in the same shoe, that's why I make mention. If you're joking, I'm fine. But if you're not joking, because we haven't seen each other for long, I don't think this kind of comment. You already know the negative people out there. People not even watching us because you feel like what we're doing is not important. We're talking bunch of crap.
Mhm.
Then to see your family, try to put, that's why I just trying to get it straight. But I love Tio. That's what I'm trying to say. I love it.
All right. Let me put my 2 cents before we come to closing statement. Um, I've been in the music game for like 30 years now, and got a lot of good experience. And I have met with a lot of good people. My group, it's a whole lot. You see, when Beyonce drop a song, you'll hear that song for a whole year. They will play that song over, and at one point they got money. So that part, we can't even compare them with us. But when the song is good and people start telling you, "Man, this song too good, oh. Why you sleeping on this song?" That means they're telling you got to wake up. There's something about that song that you not see. Do you know that when you go to a studio, the song you're harder on that the one that normally boom? Have you heard that? So that the one where you're harder even on, you will never, your mouth will not even be on it until you go look. It's not going be there. Oh wow. Then then you have to focus, go that direction. What people are saying, and like when we were singing back then, we didn't have competition at all. It doesn't work better, but we didn't have like we have to compete. But now you're computing. We don't have the thing at the time. When you drop the song, we only have the 4 radio stations: ERBC, ERWA, Radio Morovia, and one other station. So when it drop, it forced to get famous. So we didn't have no competition, so it was not anything. But now you have to take your craft serious. It costs you to spend. One of the things that audit does is that you're under normally fight to record a song, and you will fight real hard to do the video, but you don't have budget for promotions. There were a lot of artists lack. You only got budget to record and to fight to do the video, but nothing like promotion. You don't have budget. For our day, it used to be free, but now it's a competition. So if you go into the studio, they see what you put in money aside for recording, put in money aside for video, also put another 200 out for promotions. Go to everybody you think that have platforms. So now your own side platform not even enough. You call Best Gallo. Even the same shout out with Fairway, somebody call them, you have 100, I give it to them. All the little thing because it's competition now. It's not like before.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, hold
Yeah.
up. Did I hear you say we bet with Shadow Rama? Who told you that? You speaking for yourself? You're not speaking for me. That I'm a man there.
No, answer Aveo.
Okay.
No,
I hear you
you know.
saying the scene Shadow Rama we bet with. Don't
Oh,
have for any
yeah. But what
situation
was
that
that
we
now?
can't handle yet.
But what was
Eh.
that now? So what we say, so do people that you go to them one by one and they got huge audience, give them money or and what they ask for. So it's important that you take your craft serious and play it everywhere. Give it 6 months to a year before going back to the studio. If you go into the studio, just do other song, just keep them until you see half a goal. I want my song to be heard to 50,000 people. Push it to the fullest. Roll Liberian radio station in. I was thinking that they see we're in America when the song drop, they had a way to send it to all the radio stations. So I'm thinking to get in touch with all the radio managers in Liberia and have a WhatsApp group. If I tell you, say, Ms. Johnny, your song is 500 to be heard in the whole all the radio station in Liberia. If you struggle to pay that 500, your song is bound to be heard. Yeah, because what I'm dealing with the radio manager themselves, and I'm dealing with a small member of them. Because when you get money to those small men that can't play, when he come to work today, he not coming day after tomorrow. The song not be played until he comes back. But if that song go directly to the radio owner, the CEO of that radio, he say Jacob Bonson came about 25 that coming to your station. The manager will take your song and drop it. They call immediately the song as you hear every day. Because while you are passed through the right process, but the man will get money too. Someone else just for play 1% of the video, you will not hear it again. You gotta call it 10 times. Oh yeah, my man, you know. But if you go through the manager himself and you say, and this is it, you put it in rotation, it works. So I'm thinking because I'm in touch with most of the major radio station, the most heard station. So we can get in contact with them, talk to them. If I go Liberia, probably next year to meet with them. This is what I want us to do. When a song drop, I charge you on all the $500. Every station got 25, 25, 25. And when the manager say your drop their main song is forever. So if we can work on that, I really want to see you work. You want to say something? Somebody hands up.
I mean, that's what you have in mind to do.
Mhm.
If I just keep it to yourself, yeah, until you
Okay.
execute,
Okay.
because yeah, you selling that idea to me now in rent. We're thinking exactly.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So with everything we discussed here, what message, what advice can you give for, I mean, for closing message before you leave, before we close?
Okay.
Before we start, oh my son.
Yeah, as far as advice, first of all, I just want to tell you thank you, Victor, for
Mhm.
having this platform to bring us on here to discuss issues concerning the industry in Liberia, but I just want to talk to my brothers. When we're making music, we can't just only focus on Liberia. The world is too big. The world is huge. Matter of fact, we're here in the US where we have opportunities to expand our horizon, you know. So when I'm doing music nowadays, at first I used to be concerned much about Liberia or Liberian audience, but now I'm making music with Liberian culture in mind. So I'm still sharing the culture to the world, but I'm not too worried about the Liberian industry per se pushing the music. I'm just doing the music as in, for instance, Afrobeat, and I'm pushing it to the American music industry. So with that, I'm able to get even more reception. Like even some of the girls I reached out to that doing dances to my stuff, a lot of them not Liberians. I talked to my Liberian sisters. Hey, can y'all do this thing that will get you run around? Can you come do my video that will get you run around? I don't have time to be doing like chasing behind people when there are actually people who just love good music. If you're giving good vibes, it doesn't matter what you're speaking,
Mhm.
people will gravitate towards it. So, my advice is that we should always push Liberian culture, African culture, so you can always feel grounded as far as where you're from. But we shouldn't let that be our limitation. That
Mhm.
can limit us from reaching reaching the skies. Limit us. We should be working with each other artists. Like Tower, you in North Dakota? So you in
Yes.
North Dakota, I'm in Charlotte. If I want to do a show in North Dakota, I shouldn't even call a DJ. I should call you. Be like, look, man, I want you to introduce me to your crowd, put on the show. I'll come do my thing. You could be the headline. I really don't care. And I could do the same thing for you here in Charlotte. That way we all can move around and do these events. But shows is not the only way to make money. There with music, I make money several ways. Products and how you call it, dealing with DJs. I've done that over the past. Like I have a website called vibingwithdjs.com. It's a promotional website. Any artist can contact me, and the network of DJs and promoters I've dealt with, I would, for a fee, I have different packages. I'll promote your song. I've been dealing with these DJs. I know them. I've been paying them money for years, or promoters, and they've been able to do the work for me. So as an artist, don't feel like it's only one way to make money. You could be the artist that's into an auto shop. Maybe you got money to do an auto shop. Open your auto shop, but still use your music to promote your auto shop. So don't limit yourself. Like, you might not be an artist who's doing a lot of shows. That doesn't mean anything. You could have a little money, maybe 2 grand or three, and say, look, I'm about to start a sneaker store in Liberia. You open your little sneaker store, but still promote your music to promote your business. So we got to always be business minded You know, I know I'm kind of rambling all over the place now, but yeah, we got to be business minded, be focused. Yeah, we got to be focused. At the end of the day, we just got to network. We got to network and work with each other, use the resources we have, you know, and do the best we can, man. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. David Mel, your departing message.
Yeah, first of all, I want to say thank you, Victor, for this platform, and I just pray that the change that we're asking for will manifest. You know, we would not just be people that sow seed and they didn't reap nothing. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So, so I pray that God will make it happen. And
Amen.
I want to say special thanks to my two brothers, the two standing soldiers that stay here, Tower G and Mizani. You know, just keep it strong, stay focused, stay focused, stay focused. All I can say is stay focused, bro. And this is what I tell myself all the time. I look in my bathroom mirror, because it's a big mirror, you know, huge. I look in the mirror, look at myself, and I tell myself, you didn't come this far to give up, you know, keep pushing.
Mhm.
Because one thing I know, the Bible says that the gift, the gift of a man will make room for him.
Mhm.
And we're taking before kings and priests. So God didn't give us this gift to be drowned in the ocean or, you know, just the same gift that make way for the other people. It's just a matter of time, but we have to be consistent. We have to be very consistent. We got to stay focused. In the process of being focused, we should apply self-discipline. Don't allow no ahinas to pull you off the track or some kind of vulture, the distraction. It's just stay, bro. I'm telling you guys that it will come to pass. It might take some time, but it's a process we're all going through because at the end of the day, we're gonna look back and say, yes, you know, it happened. So I just want to encourage all my brothers, the artists in the diaspora, the artists back home, stay focused. Do good music. Do good music. Always do good music. Be humble. Be respectful. Apply discipline to your life. Don't allow people to, you know, like we was talking about, whoever, I'm not gonna call anybody name, you know, who want to drag you. Don't pay no mind to those people and just stay focused. That's all.
All right. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you. I just want you guys to know that um every superstars you see traveling around the world today making all the bread from the game was once a local artist. So
Yeah.
let's keep moving. Victor,
Yeah.
man, I told you first. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You coming trying to challenge the political stage right now with this entertainment thing. Wrong timing, but we will still be fighting it. The thing is, I hope they can stay. They can stay and reach out even to the DJs back home, the artists back home.
Mhm.
Get everybody on, get everybody on, because I will be sitting in my little closet too the day I'm not on, listening and commenting. You know, just have my
Mhm.
mouth and thought, I just have my finger with talking. You know what I'm saying? If I hear something I don't like, I will come in and express myself.
That's
But
right.
I appreciate what you got going on. You know, I appreciate. For me personally, towerg.com. All right. TowerG.com is where you can find everything about me and all that stuff. So uh I'm glad to be here. My little time I got, Victor. Yeah, thank you, Bobby. Bobby,
Okay.
another thing again, maybe we'll talk this one behind thing because I want to put all my juice on here
Okay.
before somebody can go steal it too.
All right. I want to say thank you guys, and I just have one thing I wanted to leave for everybody that are watching and every artist.
Yeah,
One of the country that you want to make news of very quickly, so your song will go number one is Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone and
man,
Liberia are on the same track, and Liberian song go faster in Sierra Leone than any other country because we speak the
Victor.
same way, we eat the same food and everything. I'm gonna give you one story. What the guys need everybody got an area.
Yep.
Oh girl. And what the guys need I made that song. Everybody got an area. That song went number
African
one.
Soldier, I think. African
Yeah,
Soldier, I think.
that's I call it go. That song went number one in Sierra Leone. And I spoke to an artist in Sierra Leone. He said, Victor, you know, when that song dropped in Sierra Leone, everybody got that area song. It took over Sierra Leone. And I must say, I thought it was a Sierra Leone song. I'm an artist. I didn't know say it was a Liberian. He said, your songs, when they come here, we jump on it like crazy. The way y'all can jump on Nigerian song, we jump on Liberian song because your songs are different. Look at MC Carey just went there the few days, see the crowd that get pulled. He said, if you guys keep focusing, doing good music and make sure be in contact with Sierra Leonean or DJs, your song go faster than anything. So I just want to leave this here. You're an artist, start looking for Sierra Leonean DJs and start giving the 20 cents, 20 cents. They don't play. Liberian music go faster in Sierra Leone than any other country. And when it goes Sierra Leone, go faster, then it starts growing to another country. So I just wanted to leave that with you guys. So
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
thank you
That's
for
true.
coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to say something quick?
Yeah, I was just saying that's true. I seen the numbers on my analysis from Sierra Leone and
Mm-hmm.
on a couple of my songs, and I'm like, okay, there's something I need to do over there. But
Thank you.
as you see, 5 Time Records, we selling ourselves. Let me sell 5 Time Records. We from Cape Mount area. We also go all the way to Boldwater side and reaching Sierra Leone. We will not be doing the festival this year because of the whole election and all that thing process. We want to stay away from all of that, but next year we'll be coming back to Rapper Sport, 5 Time Record, and a piece of fest. Yeah, my man is on it.
Yeah, I have 5 radio DJs in Sierra Leone. I mean, it is true they are very supportive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sierra Leoneans are very supportive of what we're doing. But everything has like ups and downs. So you still gotta navigate through crooks. Some people are crooks still, bro. I don't
Mm-hmm.
like even the US American industry got crooks. Everywhere got crooks. We just gotta be careful as artists too with who we're dealing with. It's not cut and dry. Not gonna deal with somebody and everything just work out like that.
Yeah.
So, you just gotta be careful. But yeah, thank you so much.
All right, we make exact 2 hour always, and we're right on time. So I want to say thank you
Yeah.
everyone for watching. And if you're first time watching this platform, Royal Family TV, just click follow, and we just keep going. Thank you guys, and see you
It's
guys next week Monday.
nice with money. But hey, hold on.
Yes,
So am I still coming on Friday? Because this wasn't my day. I just popped in
you want to come on
because
Friday? Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah,
scheduled for Friday, right?
yeah. Normally for Friday, but you just to
Okay.
hustle the walk up ball.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming. I'll catch you all later, man. Have a blessing, people. Those are Liberian major artists. They always come here Monday and Friday. We talk music, we talk entertainment in general. So come every Friday, every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern time, so we can have a lot of fun. But nice having you guys, man. Share the video, follow this platform, and I'll talk to you soon when I talk to you. Bye.